Hongcun, a well-preserved ancient village built by the Wang family, has a history of 900 years. It ingeniously takes the advantage of nature and blends with the natural surroundings gracefully. Hongcun lies at the foot of Mount Huangshan. According to Feng Shui, that is a Chinese philosophical system of harmonizing the human existence with the surrounding environments, the Wang family constructed Hongcun in the shape of an ox. The half-moon pond is like the stomach of the ox, and the network of water canals is like the intestines. This water canals is more than 1,200 meters long, streaming around the residential houses. Therefore, each household has spring water in front of their house. Because these houses were closely located and made of woods, fire protection is of great importance. The network of water canals is one of the ways to prevent fire, and is also built for adjusting the temperature and humidity, and for laundry, drinking, and watering. It's like the running water in ancient times. If you get lost in Hongcun, just follow the flow direction of water in canal. It will lead you to the exit. The stepping stones above the canals are for the convenience of laundry. Amazingly, the water level of canals always remains the same. Given that full moon is a metaphor for happiness in Chinese culture, some visitors wonder why the pond is a half moon instead of a full moon. There's an old saying goes like, when the moon is fullest, it begins to wane. When it is darkest, it begins to grow. That is, when a thing reaches its extreme, it reverses its course. The half-moon-shaped pond therefore represents the ancestors' wish for Hongcun's prosperity. Huizhou merchants highly revered Confucius. They abide by the principles of justice and morality while doing business. People of Huizhou attached such a great importance to education that where there are people, there are schools. After they received success in business world, Hui merchants went back to repay their hometown by building schools and doing other charity work. Although resources were scarce in Huizhou, Huizhou is the home of countless talented people from all walks, such as the literature giant Zhu Xi, former chairman Hu Jintao, mathematician Chen Dawei, landscape painter Huang Binghong, educator Tao Xingzhi, and etc. Tunxi Old Street is known as a dynamic along the river during the Qingming Festival. This 832 meters long commercial street, featured with the architectural style of Song, Ming, Qing dynasty, is hundreds of years old. Tunxi Old Street is a miniature of Huizhou culture. Huizhou seal carving stress the agility. Artists regard gravers as ink brushes in order to integrate calligraphy with seal carving. During the peak tourist season, there are even folk artists carving on a grain of rice. Mr. Li has been engraving on bamboo since 5 years old. He is so dexterous that he can engrave the image of Karens with eyes closed. He said that the craft itself is not an art. Only the craft combined with the craftsman's unique creativity can be called art. There are many folk artists like Mr. Li on Tunxi Old Street. These folk artists often say that it doesn't matter if you are buying or not, do not let go the enjoyment of appreciating art. Chen Zhihou was owned by the most wealthy family in Hongcun, but now he's withered and lustless. In Nanping, a village 10 kilometers away from Hongcun, there's a house that is glowing with vitality because the descendants of the original house owner are living in the ancient house. Culture is in the same case. No matter how splendid cultural treasure was left by the ancestors, without the inheritance and development of the offspring, the culture is doomed to lose its glories, just like the Chen Zhihou. By touching the texture of these ancient buildings, may we feel the fading gloss of the once gorgeous Huizhou culture. "
镌刻好每早眉间心上，花间透过思量，沾染了墨色烫，千家文都泛黄，夜静谧窗纱微微亮。拂袖起舞于梦中徘徊，相思满上心扉。他眷恋梨花泪，镜花红妆等谁归？空留一人徐徐憔悴。胭脂香味，卷珠帘是为谁？不见高轩，夜月明，此事难为情。